Hello guys, and welcome to this new video. So we're playing against YahoochessJJ from Australia. So d4, knight f6, knight f3. Let's try g6, some hybrid opening. We can go to a King's Indian maybe. So I'm just firing moves. It's not really letting us go with this King's Indian as I wanted, but we get some kind of Pirk or something like that, but just the pawn on e3. I don't really know how to call that kind of opening, but we can just play moves for the moment. So I'm trying to develop my bishop to f5 because I really needed to get this bishop into the game. So I played quick the opening to have more time to talk through the game. So okay, I'm attacking the queen now. Can I play knight e4? Knight take, pawn takes d4, bishop d3. No. If I retreat the bishop, pawn takes, and I'm losing the pawn. If I take on d5, if on d4 it takes on f5, I take on c3, and he has time to take on. Okay, I think this is sharp at least. I mean, I'm afraid he has always time to take on d6, and this is annoying and all, but this bishop on e2 is misplaced, that's all. Okay, so queen a5 I think makes sense. Okay, he takes back, and now I can, I think, take this pawn. What's the material? Okay, so we are equal materially, but I don't like the fact my king is a bit weird, and those pawns are weaker than his pawns. Okay, so I mean, he can always play c5 and rook b1, and my pawn on b7 is bad, but I mean, I'm not doing anything here with those pawns. The only upside is that I have maybe knight e4 at some points, maybe even immediately. I can play knight e4, sorry, I said knight e5, knight e4. So my bishop now is looking good again, and this pawn on c3 might fall. Okay, so I need to play queen e5. I want to play queen c7, but I cannot give the pawn on f5. So I need to keep my queen in the center. Can I play c5 now? I mean, this is looking like it's a fork to me, but he has knight f3. Knight f3 is always a concession. I mean, you're going backward with your knight, so I could go maybe queen c7 then, and the rook comes to d8. Do I have another move that might be better than queen c7? I mean, queen c7 is really looking natural. So bishop c3, bishop a3, maybe knight takes c3 now. Let's take this pawn. And I just I cannot come back. Okay, let's play knight e4. The fact that now that I took this pawn, I can go bishop 2 to b2, and exchange those bishops. So maybe knight c3 was a bad move, I think. Well. We need to keep playing. So rook d8, going on the open file. This king is might become bad, but I mean, I'm just playing to play b6 and queen f4 and thread those queens. So let me play b6 just to protect the pawn, and I want to move like queen f4. Okay, he's covering it, so let's go queen d7. And anything like queen d3 here might do the job. I'm still pretty much solid. I mean, the bishop on g7 and the knight on g6, it's always looking solid. Okay, let me just play queen d3, try to exchange those queens. Once the queens are off, I can try to harass those pawns and take use of this queen side pawn majority. Now I'm threatening rook d1 check. I mean, if he goes rook e7, I could go rook d1. Let's go knight e6. I'm closing the e5. So now my rook on the d5 is really making some good job. So let's go to take this pawn. The pawn is a pawn. Okay, the time is okay. It's 38 seconds, 34. He's making some push on the king side. Is this going anywhere for him? I'm not sure. Though. Rook e7 here, check. It's dangerous. It's really dangerous if I want to avoid a draw. I don't see how I can avoid the draw here. Okay, it's a draw. So what happened? Let's come back a bit. So here we had some crazy exchange after e4 pawn take. It was, I mean, I didn't see e4. So the idea is simple. He threats to win this pawn on e5 now. If I go bishop e6. And I want to go bishop d7. So I decided to go in this crazy line. And here, as I said, I mean, this pawn structure is better because this is weakening the king. And those pawns are not that bad if you can play c5 rook b1. I mean, it puts pressure on my b7 pawn and the bishop comes to c4. But it needs to be precise. So knight d4, interesting. Knight e4, attacking the bishop, attacking the pawn. So knight 4 was always the counterplay. I don't know, then some pretty much, okay, this line occurred, and this is an important moment in the game. And here, I'm really not sure I was right to take on c3, because this is really making this bishop alive. No, maybe I could have played just knight g6, knight f4 here, or something like that. I'm not telling it's better. I mean, it's better choice. I'm telling it makes sense trying to bring this this knight on f4, and still I will always be attacking the pawn on c3. I mean, this is not getting away. So I believe I had other moves that could be better. So let's go a bit further. So okay, here happened some crazy stuffs again. I would like to go to this endgame. Okay, so this is an important moment. As you see, he has no time to go rook e7, rook a7, because I can check always, yeah? Making a double attack. Bishop e3, knight e6. Now my rook is much better than his rook, because he's an open file, and here this rook will never get in till the knight is in place. So a4, rook d1, rook. Okay, it makes sense to play like that, and I found this counterplay. Well, I don't know. Maybe I just had to play b5 here, and after pawn takes, bishop f6, and this pawn for the moment doesn't seem to be dangerous. Then I'm coming king h7, stopping the pawn, and winning it. Yeah, it's really hard to push, but my pawns here are really fast and furious. So I think this was my mistake after g5 to take and let this h pawn get that strong and annoying. And well, so the game finally ended in a draw. I hope you enjoyed this upload. Watch more videos. See you. Bye bye.